Hi again. We're in the last phase of distributive property notes. And this is the hardest type. And the reason for that is because people don't even realize it's a distributive property because of how it's set up. Now, when you're only given a negative outside parentheses, that's still a distributive property. Let's take a look at an example. Example 1 is a negative, then a parenthesis, then 6a minus 4b minus 7. When you see an example like this, that looks blurry to me. There we go. You have to know that when there's parentheses, something is going on. And in this case, what is happening is they want you to distribute the negative. Distributing a negative is super easy. You just have to remember to do it. When we distribute a negative, we give everything on the inside a negative. If it already has a negative, you flip it upside down and it becomes a positive. So check this out. So this is a negative times 6a. That's going to give us a negative 6a. This is a negative times a negative. A negative times a negative is a positive. So you're going to flip it from a negative to a positive. So it's going to be a plus 4b. And then a negative times a negative 7. Negative makes a positive 7. And that's your final answer. When you're distributing a negative, all things on the inside get opposite signs. Let's take a look at another example. This one, not so obvious. Okay, it's easier when it's just this. But when it's inside another math problem, it can look a little strange. Make sure you're ready for it. Here's our second example. So see how there's like a 4y here, and then there's a minus, and then a parenthesis? Well, this indicates distributive property. And what you're going to do is you're going to not touch this 4y. You are going to take this negative, and you're going to distribute it to everything on the inside of the parentheses. So a negative 2y and a negative 5. And you're going to bring down that 4y. Now that you have the 4y and the negative 2y, these are like terms. So we're going to circle them. We would do 4y plus negative 2y. That's going to give us positive 2y. And you're going to bring over the minus 5. And this is your final answer. And the last one that I want to show you, this is a bigger one. We've got 2x plus 7x minus parenthesis 4x plus 6. So see how they're getting a little bit bigger each time? I want you to be ready for that. What you should notice is the parentheses. So you should be thinking distributive property, and they want you to distribute that negative. So we're going to distribute the negative first. Don't do the other stuff. Just distribute your negative first. A negative 4x and a negative 6. Bring your other two things down. Okay? Now that you have no parentheses in your expression, because you already handled that, now you can just go ahead and combine like terms. You've got a 2x plus a 7x plus a negative 4x. So 2 and 7 is 9. 9 plus negative 4 is going to give us 5x minus 6. And there's your final answer. So keep in mind that when you see a negative outside parentheses, you need to distribute that negative throughout first.